Hi guys, this video is going to be a 3-in-1 makeup tutorial on the 3 Queen Sisters of the 3 Dark Crowns series by Kendare Blake. First will be Katharine, the Poisoner, second will be Mirabella, the Elemental, and last but not least will be Arsinoe, the Naturalist. So if you want to know how to get the looks of these 3 sisters, then just keep on watching. So starting with Katharine, she is lovely but also wicked looking and wears the most makeup out of the 3 sisters. She is a poisoner, which means she can ingest any toxin without harm, and she has the power to combine toxins to create varied poison effects. So starting with the foundation, you're going to want to use a shade that's a bit lighter than your skin tone since Katharine has pretty pale skin. I've just mixed a bit of white foundation in with my normal shade to get a lighter color. After the foundation is all applied, take a white loose powder and apply it heavily to the high points of your face using a sponge or brush. This includes the under eyes and cheekbone area, the chin, the upper lip, and the forehead. This will help give the face a bit of dimension while also paling it out even further since Katharine's face is always powdered too white. Then just carefully dust off the excess powder with a fluffy brush. Katharine has hollow cheekbones, so you're going to want to contour them out with a gray-toned powder. I'm being pretty heavy-handed with the contour, and I'm also bringing it down a bit towards the chin to make the cheeks look even more sunken. And if you want, you can also blend some contour along the jaw to make the jawline a little more chiseled and narrow. For her eyebrows, use a mix of dark brown and black powders to get a shade that's just a touch lighter than her dark black hair. Since Katharine has a bit of an evil look, I imagine her brows to be quite arched and defined and dramatic. Moving on to the eyes, Katharine's are big and dark and lashy, so we're going to start with just a touch of gray eyeshadow in the crease to add some dimension. Use a fluffy blending brush to blend this across the entire crease. Now take a black eyeshadow on an angled eyeliner brush and create some smoky winged liner. Start by mapping out the outline of the wing, drag it across the lid to the inner corner, and fill it in as you go. And then to get that smoky, sultry look, take a tiny bit of that black eyeshadow on a pencil brush and run it along the upper portion of the eyeliner to smudge it out. Apply a good amount of mascara to the upper lashes, and then if you do have some dramatic false lashes, these will really help tie her look together. Now we're going to be working on making the eyes appear larger and more doll-like, so take a little bit of that black eyeshadow on a pencil brush and just drag it halfway across the lower lash line, connecting it back up with the upper winged liner. Also take a white pencil and line the waterline to make the eyes look even brighter and bigger than they are. Last but not least, just finish off the eyes with a bit of mascara on the lower lashes and some matte white eyeshadow in the inner corners of the eyes. I'm finishing off Katharine's look with a blood red matte liquid lipstick and then applying a touch of red gloss in the center. And then for a final touch, you can't forget her pet snake named Sweetheart that she wears as a bracelet. And that is it for Queen Katharine's look, so now we're going to move on to the second sister, Mirabella, who is royal and beautiful without effort. She is an elemental, so she can control all of the elements such as wind, fire, water, lightning, etc. She is the strongest elemental queen the island has seen in hundreds of years. So start out by applying a medium to full coverage foundation with a bit of luminosity to it. I imagine Mirabella has pretty perfect skin, so I also went in with some concealer to conceal the dark under eyes and to also highlight the high points of the face to bring them forward. After blending out the concealer, you're going to want to set it with a small amount of translucent powder to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Mirabella's eyebrows are a bit more natural and fluffy than Katharine's, so using the same dark brown and black eyeshadows, create hair-like strokes throughout the brows to fill them in. To add some color to the face, take a bronzer that has a slight warm undertone and apply it along the cheekbones, blending it upwards as you go. Also bring it up along the hairline to balance out the warmth across the face. Since lightning is one of the elements she controls, I decided to make her skin extra light and glowy. So taking a shimmery powder highlight, dust it along the tops of the cheekbones and anywhere else the light would naturally hit, so the sides of the forehead, down the nose, the cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin as well. If you want to, you can also extend the highlight down along the collarbones and the shoulders to get a little extra glow. So moving along to the eyes, we're going to do a fire-inspired look, so start by taking a matte orangey eyeshadow on a fluffy brush and blend this across the entire crease. Now take a dark red foiled eyeshadow and apply this to the outer third of the lid, pointing it out into a winged shape. You can wet your brush to make these foiled eyeshadows look even more intense and pigmented, which is what I did. And then in the center of the lid, apply an orange eyeshadow, blending it in with the red as you go. And then lastly, take a bright yellow and apply that to the inner third of the lid so you have an ombre fiery effect. Go ahead and take that same matte orange that we used in the crease and blend this along their lower lash line to tie it in with the upper lid. And then take a shimmery champagne eyeshadow and use this to highlight the inner corners of the eyes. Mirabella doesn't wear false lashes, so just go ahead and apply your favorite mascara to your upper and lower lashes. And then the last step is to just apply a nude lipstick that suits your skin tone, and then just go ahead and apply a matching gloss over the top. And that is it for Mirabella's natural, strong, fiery look. And last but not least, we have Arsinoe. She is the least queen-like of the sisters. She has short, shaggy black hair and is the most natural looking and low maintenance as well. She is a naturalist, so she's able to control certain aspects of nature, like bringing plants to bloom. So since she's more natural looking, we're going to go with quite a bit less makeup than her sisters. Start out by applying a light coverage foundation and then some concealer under the eyes and on any blemishes if you need to. I also lightly highlighted some areas with a concealer, like the chin and nose. Go ahead and set the under eye concealer with loose powder and then move on to the brows. Using the same shades of brow powder, just fill them in using short hair-like strokes, kind of like Mirabella's, but make them a little bit more bushy and strong. So to add some warmth to Arsinoe's face, we're going to apply some bronzer to her cheekbones and also a little bit on the tip of her nose for a sun-kissed look. Also apply a little bit of a warm orangey pink toned blush to the apples of the cheeks to liven up the face a bit more. And I wanted to give her a slight glow as well, so I just applied a bit of cream highlighter to the cheekbones, nose, and cupid's bow using my finger to blend it in. Since Arsinoe is very connected to nature and spends a lot of time outside, I figured she should have a few light freckles here and there. You can achieve a natural faux freckle look by using a tiny brush and some light tan eyeshadow and dotting it around the cheeks, nose, and forehead. And make sure you make the freckles all varying sizes, and then take some translucent powder on a setting brush and gently tap it over the freckles. This will just make them look a lot more realistic. So moving on to the eyes, Arsinoe is going to have a really simple look compared to her sisters, so just start out by applying a light matte color that is just a shade darker than your skin tone in the crease to add some dimension. Next, take a slightly darker color and blend this into the outer half of the lid and crease. I went for some bronzy colors to go with the bronze on the face. And then just extend that eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line, and then apply a matte white eyeshadow in the inner corners to brighten them up. Once again, you can use the white eyeliner trick to make the eyes appear larger. And then to finish off the eyes, we're just going to skip mascara on the lower lash line and just apply a fairly thin layer to the upper lashes. Since Arsinoe has some peachy bronze tones going on, apply a nude lipstick with the same peachy undertone. I'm just lightly dabbing it on so it goes on very lightly and looks more like a natural lip color and not like she's actually wearing lipstick. And that is it for Arsinoe's look. And that concludes the 3-in-1 tutorial for the makeup of the 3 Queen Sisters from the 3 Dark Crowns. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.